Life has this quiet way of asking us to grow, to love, and to take a step we never thought we were ready for. Lately, my family, they've been talking about something simple yet profound, having a baby. And it's not just about adding a new life, it's about love. It's about creating a space where love multiplies, where laughter echoes, and where we pass on the warmth we felt to someone new. Today, I want to talk about what it really means to say yes to that love, and how stepping into that moment can change not just a family, but the way we live and love forever. There are moments in life that come quietly, almost like a whisper, but when you pause, when you really let yourself listen, they carry the weight of the world. Lately, I've been hearing a quiet but persistent whisper in my life, a question that comes from the heart of my family, from a place that is simple yet profound. They are asking for a baby. And it's not just a question about adding another life to our home, it's a question about love. It's a question about connection, about trust, about the way we carry the people we love in the world. When I sit and think about this, I realize that the idea of welcoming a new life isn't just about the physical act of creating a child. It's about opening yourself, completely and unapologetically, to the kind of love that changes everything. It's about imagining a heart so small and fragile, yet capable of carrying the same warmth and light that has touched us throughout our lives. Love, I think, is the beginning of everything. It's in the way my family looks at each other, the way laughter lingers in the rooms we share, the way kindness spreads in small, almost invisible gestures. To invite a new life into that space is to say, yes, we want to expand this love. We want to give it shape, form, and a future. And yet the thought of it brings with it a kind of vulnerability that is both thrilling and terrifying. To love a child, to nurture a new being, is to give a part yourself away. It is to open the door to worry, to sleepless nights, to questions you might never have answers to. But in that vulnerability is also an extraordinary power, a kind of grace that asks us to be more patient, more present, and more attuned to the moments that truly matter. I think about what it means to hold a child in your arms for the first time, to see a new life unfold before your eyes. And I realize that it's more than biology. It's a dance of the soul. It's a recognition that love, in its purest form, is about giving without expecting anything in return. And in giving, we receive so much more than we imagined. A baby brings with them a world of possibilities, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. They become a mirror reflecting back the love and care we have been given, reminding us of the simple, quiet truths that life sometimes buries under busyness and worry. They teach patience without saying a word. They teach wonder in every tiny movement, every little laugh, every gesture that seems insignificant but is, in fact, monumental. There's a kind of magic in this. The kind of magic that makes you stop in the middle of your day, look around, and notice the small things. The way the sunlight falls through a window. The way a familiar voice can soothe a restless heart. The way a laugh can fill a room in a way that nothing else can. To bring a baby into a family is to invite this magic to stay, to grow, and to become part of the rhythm of everyday life. It's a gift, not just to the child, but to everyone who surrounds them, everyone who becomes a part of this shared journey. And I think about how love multiplies in ways we can't predict. One small act of care, one patient word, one gentle touch becomes part of a chain that stretches across generations, shaping who we are and who we will become. But it's not always easy to think about. There are doubts, fears, and uncertainties. What if I'm not ready? What if I fail? What if the world is too complicated, too harsh, too unpredictable? And yet, the very act of considering these questions is, in itself, an act of love. It's the recognition that life is fragile, that love is precious, and that bringing someone new into the world is not a casual decision. It is an invitation to rise to your best self, to confront your weaknesses, to embrace your strengths, and to trust that love in its purest form has the power to guide you through the unknown. I think about my family and the life we share, the memories we've built, the laughter, the challenges, the quiet evenings, and the moments when words aren't needed because we simply feel each other's presence. Adding a new life to that mix is like opening a new chapter in a book you didn't know could be written. Yet when you see the blank page, you feel a thrill, a sense of possibility, a hope that this story will be even richer, deeper, more meaningful than the chapters that came before. And the love that flows from that realization is not the kind of love that demands perfection. It's a love that embraces imperfection, that celebrates mistakes, that finds beauty in the ordinary and extraordinary alike. There is a sacredness in nurturing life. I think about the first smile, the first word, the first step, and how each of these milestones carries with it not just joy, but a profound reminder of what it means to be human. Life, in its essence, is about connection. And every time we welcome a new life into the world, we strengthen that connection. We expand the web of love that holds us together. We leave a legacy that will ripple far beyond what we can imagine. And this is where the true courage lies. Not in grand gestures or monumental achievements, but in the quiet, steady commitment to love, to care, to be present, and to give of yourself fully without reservation. I reflect on my own experiences with love, the way it has shaped me, the way it has taught me patience, empathy, and resilience. I think about the people who have held me up, who have believed in me when I struggled to believe in myself, and I realize that the act of having a child is not just about creating life, it's about continuing a cycle of love, of support, of guidance, of hope. It's about understanding that every moment, no matter how small, carries the potential to leave an imprint on another soul, and that imprint has the power to echo through time, through generations, through lives we may never see, but whose essence is shaped by the love we offer. And in that, there is a kind of quiet joy, a serenity that comes from knowing that life, in all its complexity and unpredictability, also carries this incredible potential for beauty, for wonder, for connection. A baby is a reminder that the world is not just about challenges, about struggles, about loss or pain, but also about beginnings, about hope, about the infinite possibilities that unfold when we dare to love fully, to give fully, to embrace life fully. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, love has the capacity to shine, to illuminate, to guide, and to transform. I think about the lessons we pass on, not just words or advice, but the values, the quiet truths, the acts of kindness, the way we choose to live our lives. A child absorbs these things, not consciously at first, but through presence, through the atmosphere of love and care that surrounds them. And that is an extraordinary responsibility, but also an extraordinary gift. To shape the world through love, to leave traces of compassion, empathy, and understanding, is a privilege that few experiences in life can match. And in thinking about this, I realize that the question my family has posed is not just about having a baby. It's about embracing love in its most profound and transformative form, about acknowledging the continuity of life, about participating in the eternal dance of care, growth, and connection that binds all of us together. The love that brings a family together is not a static thing. It grows, evolves, stretches, and adapts. It challenges us to be more patient, to be more present, to see beyond ourselves. A baby, in this sense, is both a teacher and a companion, a mirror that reflects our hopes, our dreams, our fears, and our strengths. And in facing that reflection, we discover parts of ourselves we may not have known existed, the depths of our compassion, the resilience of our spirit, the boundless capacity of our hearts to embrace, forgive, nurture, and love. I think about the quiet moments that define family life. The way a child curls up in your arms, the way a laugh can fill a room with warmth, the way a simple gesture of care can create a memory that lasts a lifetime. These are the moments that make life extraordinary, that remind us of what truly matters, that anchor us in the present, and connect us to something far larger than ourselves. And in these moments, we learn that love is not measured by grand declarations or material gifts, but by presence, by attentiveness, by the quiet, steady commitment to nurture and protect the life entrusted to us. There's also a profound humility in welcoming a new life. We cannot control everything that happens. We cannot shield them from every pain or disappointment, but we can offer our hearts, our guidance, our love. And that in itself is transformative. It teaches us to accept uncertainty, to embrace the flow of life, to trust that love will provide the foundation on which a child can grow, thrive, and find their own path. It reminds us that life is a shared journey, that we are not alone, and that the bonds of family love and connection are what give us the courage to move forward even when the future is unknown. And so, when I hear my family's quiet request, when I feel the weight and the tenderness of their hope, I realize that it is not just about the act of bringing a baby into the world. It's about participating in something eternal. It's about acknowledging that love is the force that shapes our lives, the force that binds us together, the force that continues even when we are gone, in the hearts of those we have touched, in the lives we have helped nurture, in the legacies we leave behind. There's something extraordinary about the idea of a new life. Even thinking about it stirs a deep sense of wonder. a quiet hum in the heart that reminds you how fragile and miraculous life truly is. When my family speaks of wanting a baby, it's more than a desire for a child. It's a recognition of love's power to transform, to heal, to shape the rhythm of everyday life in ways that are both subtle and profound. A baby is not just a new presence in a household. A baby is a reminder that life is cyclical, that we are part of something far larger than ourselves, that love is something we carry forward, pass on, and nurture without expectation. And when I reflect on this, I realize that welcoming a new life is, in essence, an act of hope. It is hope dressed in the quiet, persistent courage of those who choose to love deeply, who choose to give without guarantee, who choose to believe that the world, for all its challenges, is still worth embracing with an open heart. Love is the foundation of this decision, not just as a word or a feeling, but as a lived experience. It's in the mornings when the house is still quiet and the sun casts golden light across familiar spaces, when a glance or a gesture can communicate more than words ever could. Love is in the patience of caring for someone else, in the attention we give to another soul, in the quiet acts of service that are often overlooked but which carry immense weight in the life of a family. To welcome a baby into that space is to expand love, to make it tangible in ways that will shape every moment, every choice, every shared laugh, every tear shed together. It is an acknowledgement that love is not finite, that it does not diminish when shared, but instead grows exponentially, like a flame that spreads warmth and light to everything it touches. I think about the first days of a child's life and the quiet awe that accompanies them, the way their tiny hands grasp, the way their eyes open to a world they are seeing for the first time, the way their breaths come in soft, delicate rhythm, each one a gentle reminder of the miracle of existence. There is humility in this, a recognition that life is precious, that it is fleeting, and that our role in it is both sacred and temporary. And yet, within that temporariness is a kind of eternity, because the love we give and the care we offer leave impressions that extend far beyond our own understanding, that ripple through time and space in ways we cannot fully comprehend. To choose to have a baby is to step into that current of eternity, to accept the responsibility of shaping a life while also trusting in the mysterious unfolding of existence. There is also a deep courage required in this choice. Courage not as an act of heroism, but as an act of quiet perseverance. To nurture a life is to accept uncertainty, to face the unknown with patience, to move forward even when answers are not clear. It is to understand that love is not always easy, that it requires sacrifice, that it challenges us to confront our deepest fears and insecurities. And in confronting those fears, we find strength, resilience, and a capacity for joy that is often hidden beneath the surface of ordinary life. A baby is both teacher and companion in this journey, revealing the depths of our own hearts and inviting us to grow in ways we might never have imagined. I reflect on the way love has shaped my own life, the moments of tenderness that have carried me through difficulty, the lessons learned from those who have given of themselves without hesitation, the bonds that have endured despite distance, time, and circumstance. These experiences illuminate what it means to welcome a new life, not simply to bring a child into the world, but to bring them into a network of care, of shared history, of understanding and compassion. Every act of love, no matter how small, becomes part of the foundation upon which a child will build their sense of security, their understanding of the world, their capacity to love others in turn. And that is both a profound responsibility and a profound gift, for in shaping a life, we are shaped ourselves. There is something sacred in the ordinary moments of family life, the quiet evenings spent together, the laughter that fills a room without needing reason, the gentle touch that reassures without words, the patience required to guide a child through learning, growing, and discovering. These moments, often overlooked, carry immense significance. They teach that love is not only found in grand gestures, but in the rhythm of daily life, in presence, attentiveness, and care. To bring a baby into this rhythm is to invite a new perspective, a new energy, a new heart that will experience the world in its purest, most unfiltered form. And in witnessing that, we are reminded of the beauty of simplicity, the joy of discovery, the enduring power of love to renew and transform. Hope is woven into every thought about welcoming a child. Hope that they will know kindness, that they will understand compassion, that they will carry forward the lessons and values that have been passed down through generations. Hope that they will grow to see the beauty in others, to act with empathy, and to navigate life with courage. And hope is not naive, it is not blind. It is grounded in the belief that love, when acted upon with intention and care, has the power to shape not just one life, but the world around it. Each act of nurturing, each word of encouragement, each moment of patience becomes a thread in a tapestry that extends far beyond what we can see, creating a legacy of care, understanding, and connection. There is also the gift of joy. A baby brings laughter that is unrestrained, curiosity that is boundless, wonder that is infectious. Their presence reminds us to slow down, to notice the world with fresh eyes, to find delight in things we may have forgotten to appreciate. The sound of a first laugh, the warmth of a first embrace, the simple satisfaction of witnessing growth and learning, these are experiences that awaken the heart, that remind us of the sacredness of life, that ground us in the reality that love is the greatest gift we can offer or receive. And in giving this gift, in participating in the creation of life and love, we are reminded that our capacity to love is infinite, capable of expansion, renewal, and transformation. I also consider the lessons a child teaches us. Patience, resilience, empathy, and humility are all learned through the quiet act of caring for another. We are reminded that life is not linear, that growth is not always immediate, and that love is not a possession but a practice. Each day brings new challenges and new joys, new discoveries, and new opportunities to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And in that practice, we are continuously reminded that love is both a responsibility and a privilege, a force that shapes our actions, informs our decisions, and imbues our lives with meaning. When I think about the interconnectedness of family, the web of relationships that sustains us, I recognize that a child is both a continuation and a beginning. They carry forward the essence of those who came before, while also charting a path entirely their own. They become a living bridge between generations, a testament to the enduring power of love, memory, and hope. And in that continuity, we find purpose, direction, and a reminder that our lives are part of something far greater than ourselves, that our actions resonate beyond the immediate, shaping the future in ways we may never fully comprehend. There's also the quiet beauty in the unpredictability of life. No child arrives with a script, with guarantees, or with certainty. Each life is unique, with its own path, its own experiences, its own joys and sorrows, and in embracing that uncertainty, we learn to trust, to surrender, to have faith in the capacity of love to guide us through unknown territory. We learn that love is not about control, but about presence, not about certainty, but about commitment, not about perfection, but about acceptance. And through this, we discover the profound depth of our own hearts, the resilience of our spirit, and the boundless possibilities that life offers when approached with openness and courage. I reflect on the role of values, the lessons we hope to impart, and the example we wish to set. A child absorbs not only words, but the way we live, the kindness we show, the integrity we uphold, and the love we practice. Every interaction, every decision, every act of care becomes part of their understanding of the world, and in shaping this understanding, we are reminded that love is not abstract, it is tangible, manifest in the choices we make, in the time we dedicate, in the attention we give to nurturing life in all its forms. And that is a responsibility that calls for awareness, intention, and a steadfast commitment to embodying the qualities we hope to see reflected in the next generation. The idea of a baby also carries the promise of wonder. There is a sense of awe in witnessing life unfold, in observing growth and discovery, in experiencing the raw, unfiltered curiosity that defines childhood. It is a reminder that the world is full of beauty, that learning is endless, that each day holds the potential for new understanding and joy. To participate in this unfolding is to remain connected to the essence of life itself, to engage with existence in its most immediate, vibrant, and meaningful form. And through this engagement, we are reminded that love is not only a gift we give, but a force that sustains us, nourishes us, and allows us to thrive alongside those we care for. And so, when my family speaks of wanting a baby, I hear more than a request. I hear an invitation to love more deeply, to hope more boldly, to live more fully, and to embrace the sacred responsibility of nurturing life. I hear a call to courage, a call to presence, a call to recognize the extraordinary potential in the ordinary, the miraculous in the everyday. I hear the quiet reminder that love is not finite, that life is not predictable, and that the greatest gift we can offer is our heart, open, patient, and unwavering, ready to meet a new soul entering the world with all the tenderness, care, and hope we can muster.